Hey guys, Slanesh Devotee here again. I'm trying out a Straken build today, looking over some of these planets. We've got Ossus, Atrox, Iridial, Planum, Taurus, so that's a lot of green, a bit of blue, a bit of red. Should be interesting. I'm playing gas-powered Stick, who's playing as Talyesin Fharenal, the Autarch, which is quite interesting. So I've got a few interesting cards in here. I've got a couple of Salamanders squads, I've got a couple of Rattling Deadeyes, so that's quite expensive and quite cheap together. I have got a readying effect because the Salamanders use that, and I've got the Inquisitorial Fortress, which is quite a nice bit of control. So I'll give a bit more detail to those as I play them and bring them into the board. So let's see, green planets win by planet 4, red wins by planet 5, blue wins by planet 4, they're alright. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. I'm keeping this hand, gas-powered Stick decides to mulligan. So they get to put their cards out first, and I've rearranged mine into the order I'm possibly thinking of. Although actually the Fortress first might be a bit more reasonable, rather than Rogue Trader. Okay, so they've started with a Warlock Destructor on planet 1, 2 cost, 3 attack, 4 hit points, 1 command icon, but the Warlock Destructor, at the beginning of each turn you have to pay another resource to keep it in play. So I do decide to go for the Inquisitorial Fortress first, which gives me a bit of stall, wait and see what else gas-powered Stick is going to do. The Fortress costs 2 resources and can be exhausted and sacrificed to rout a unit as an action. So it's not even combat action, so it gives me a little bit more flexibility about when I can rout something if I want to. It's a very helpful card, very good, solid card to have out there. So gas-powered Stick thinking through their options. And they go with a Beltan Guardian, wonderful command unit. It only costs 1, but it has 2 command hammers, but it is an ally, and it's loyal to the Eldar. So I follow up with a Rattling Deadeye. It's a 1-1 with 1 command for 1 resource, nice, easy, cheap command unit, but it has ranged, so simple little bit of extra there. Drop it down on the end there on Taurus. I'm hoping that we're not going to be have too many difficulties on Taurus. I feel like we're going to have equalish numbers, so I didn't think he was going. Gas-powered Stick was going to commit to that planet with the Warlord. But they put out a Slith Mercenary, which again is a 1 cost with 2 command hammers. So they've covered my command on Taurus quite nicely with the Slith Mercenary. So I put a Rattling down on planet 2, just to get a bit of card and resource on that planet, so there's a bit of everything. And gas-powered Stick puts a same-hand jet bike onto the Beltan Guardians, at which point I see that I can buy the Slith Mercenary and not have it bought back off me. So that, I thought that was a good move on my part there. The same-hand jet bike is a 2 shield attachment, costs 2 resources, and it allows you to exhaust the attachment in order to move the attached unit to a planet that has the same coloured icons, and then it does 1 point of damage to something at that planet. And I put my Rogue Trader out onto, I think it's Iridial, is it? Which is 1 card, and so my Rogue Trader is adding 1 resource. So I'm quite pleased with that command. I'm thinking I just kind of need to ignore planet 1 and see where do I go with Straken. I should have ignored planet 1, but I went to planet 1. Oh well. I'm thinking I can run away if I need to there, I think. Talyesin goes to block my Rogue Trader, but I blocked the Warlock, so it's kind of a mix. 2 cards and 1 resource for them, 2 cards and 4 resources for me, which is really nice. Okay, looking through my cards and my options and thinking, what am I likely to use next turn? What do I want available? So, do I want to fight a Destructor? Probably not, really. It can kill me, it's pretty easy. I have no action. Gaspard Stick, no action. And what do I do with Straken here? Now, Straken, soldiers and warriors at the same planet as him get +1 attack. Oops. There we go. I am thinking I can use the... Yeah, I said done, but actually now I'm thinking I might use it. I could, because it's my initiative, I could theoretically go hit the Warlock and then use it. But it's a bit more, I don't know if I need to put the damage on it, you know? So I'm going to do that. Rout the Warlock, use up the Inquisitorial Fortress, and I have 1 planet 1, unless he has something he can do to get something onto planet 1, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I'll guess about it. Yep, they do. Alright, so I'm going to steal a resource. That went better than expected. I was wrong to say I shouldn't go there, you know, that was good. Okay. They're going to kill my Rogue Trader. I don't think there's anything I can really do about that. And it's Iridial. So, if I had swung on the Warlock, they would have been able to just heal the Warlock with this planet. So it was a good move of me. Well, it was good of me to think to do it first, and it was very, very kind of them to let me do it first. They could have said no, and then I would have had to cause the damage, and it wouldn't have come to much in the end, but yeah, they could have done that. Alright, oh yeah. So a gut and pillage for the red planet. Absolutely fine. I had they let me get away with that, so I'm absolutely letting them get away with that. It's not even, you know, nothing else had happened yet, and absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So gut and pillage gets us onto a pretty even keel, which is impressive. The Bael'Tan's using the jet bike at the end of the, I think it's combat action. I'm not honestly sure if it's combat only, but arrives at the planet, pings the Deadeyes, and now we're on an equal command footing, and the Slith can be bought off me. So that's fine. That's the end of the round. Alright, so let's see what other options we have. So first things first, we need to see if they want to keep the Warlock Destructor. Target, drop the price. Cool, so keeping the Destructor. I've got Glorious Intervention, my signature event. I've got Vengeance. I've got a few options, but I've got some quite expensive things, so I have to think carefully about how I'm going to use these. The first planet is actually, it's a good planet to have, but it's not matching up with what I've started collecting with my green icons. But it'd be nice to have a bit of everything. So yeah, I put the 8th Company squad onto Planet 2. I'm hoping, I think, to have a Space Marine on Planet 1, come back with my Warlord to Planet, what will be Planet 1 next turn. So it's a bit of trying to plan ahead. Dome of Crystal Seers, when searching your deck, add 3 cards. So the Assault Company, oh, and the signature unit. The Assault Company goes in reserve for 1 and then costs 2 to turn up. It's a 3/3 with 1 command hammer, and it allows a Space Marine unit to be readied when it deep strikes. Swordwind Farseer, 3 cost, 2/2 with 1 command hammer, searches the top 6 cards for a card, any card, and the Dome of Crystal Seers makes that top 9. So searching for any card in the top 9, which is pretty impressive. My signature unit that's on Planet 2, Straken's Command Squad, is 2 costs, 1 command, 2/2, but when it leaves play, it generates a Guardsman token at that planet. So Talyesin likes warriors and psychers, gains +1, I think it's hit point for a psyker or warrior at the same planet, and if they are both at the planet, it's +1 attack as well. I think, can't remember if it's attack first or hit points first. Salamander Flamer Squad, costs 4, it's a big expensive unit. It has area effect 1, and when it readies, it does damage to anything that's already been damaged by it. So I'm hoping that it'll be good enough to hold off Planet 1. I think it's a 3/4 with 1 command hammer, or 2 command hammers. I need to have a closer look and remind myself. The Wisdom of the Serpent is Talyesin's signature support. You declare whether or not you want a warrior or psyker, and then you search the top 3 or 6 cards of your deck, and the Dome of Crystal Seers obviously would work with that. And make even more cards to try and hit a warrior or a psyker to bring them into your hand. So I've got the flamers, and I'm hoping that now the slith can be bought off me. But I mean, I didn't have any other options anyway. If I'd have passed, the slith could have been bought off me as well. So yeah, I'm hoping to win Planet 1 and then go to Planet 2 with those flamers and be able to ready them with the assault squad out of HQ with the command train so that they're ready to put some more punishment down. But Gas-Powered Sticks is done, presumably wanting to save some of those resources, which means that Slith is blocking command there happily. That's excellent. I'm really pleased about that. I'm very happy about that. Alright, so we've chosen where to go. And I'm going to 3 to try and block that Psyker. Block the command there. But Talyesin goes there as well, which makes it a very dangerous place for Colonel Straken to be, but at least I got my other 2 commands. Might have been a good idea to try and take out that Baled Hand Guardian before it did too much else. So I drew a Troop Transport, which is really good, and Death Corps Engineer, which I like support destruction, so I threw them in to see if they worked. We'll give them a try. Alright, so Planum's going to let him move around his units. Okay. Right, so Planet 1, Aatrox, he's not in the HQ and he's not at the next planet. So that means Aatrox doesn't really do anything, but it's fine. It goes into my victory display. I get those icons. I've got 1 of each icon now, which is very nice. My units are all fine, and I'm hoping to be able to flip up those salamanders on the first planet next turn, which would be good. That would get me 2 of each icon, and then that leaves me in a much stronger position. Okay, on this planet, I have initiative, and there's no way I should stay against all those things. They all get the bonus for having the Warlord at the planet, and I just can't do it, so I've got to get out. Gas-Powered Stick moves the Warlock over to Planet 1, ready for next battle, next combat. What am I trying to say? Next turn, which is quite reasonable, quite expected. And then at the end of the turn in the HQ phase, there's an HQ action at the Wisdom of the Serpent. Exhaust the support and declare warrior or psyker. Declare psyker. And drawing 6 to see if he gets a psyker in those 6. He can reveal it and add it to his hand. And does he hit? He does. He's got himself a Talyesin's Warlocks, his signature unit. They're good, hard-hitting, and they can ready multiple times. So they're a good, solid fighter, actually. So that's good. Nice. Alright, but I have no other HQ. He has no other HQ. And that means end of turn. There we go. Alright, next turn. Got some interesting cards here. Not many more units to put in, which is a bit of a shame. I'm just looking around and thinking, what else can I put out? What else do I want to be able to do? I'm planning to go to Planet 1, but he's first anyway. Talyesin Spiders. They're a great command unit. 2 cost, 2 attack, 3 hit points, 1 command. But after a Psyker unit attacks, the spiders can move to that planet. So they're really good at being out on the collecting command and then moving into a battle when they're needed. They can even retreat and then come back in. So the troop transport is a 0 cost support. It's amazingly valuable, and it puts into play a guardsman token at the planet when you sacrifice the troop transport. But if you go to a green planet, it puts in 2. The tokens are soldier units, which means they gain the buff from Straken, and they become 2/2s for free. It's a limited card, but that's a good solid thing. Dire Avenger Exarch, really powerful as well. 3 resource cost, 1 command, 1 attack, 5 hit points, I believe. I think it might be 2 and 4. But when a unit is declaring an attack, it must declare a warrior as the defender, which means his warlord is safe. It means the psychers are safe. So the Dire Avenger Exarch is really quite a nice one to put in there. I'm trying to decide what else I can do. I don't have a lot else I can do. He can't afford, Gaspard Stick can't afford the Slith again, so the Slith's sitting there quite happily. I could put in another Flamer squad, but I'd be running low of resources for my tricks because I haven't got anything to sort of help with them. I said I was done, and Gaspard Stick had another Slith to pop in on that planet there. That hurts. That really does. Alright, so I'm just going to have to go into Planet 1. I decided not to put in another Flamer squad. I wanted the resources for my tricks. I'm hoping to flip up the Assault squad and to have enough oomph with the Salamanders to do more damage. Alright, so I don't need to exhaust my Warlord. Those 2 need to be exhausted. There we go, that's fine. And he wins everything. So that's hurting. That's worrying for me. That's really not so sure about that. Three cards and 4 resources. Oh, ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Alright. So we're over to Planet 1. I'm going to deep strike my card from reserve. I think, soon, surely. Yep, I'm going to do it. Okay, so that allows me to ready my area effect salamanders, which is nice. And if anything gets killed, I've got a vengeance which will ready the salamanders again, which is extra nice. I've got some good options here. I feel like I'm quite pleased with these. And Archon's Terror on that big nasty. Boo! So Archon's Terror is a 2 cost router target unit, army unit. It's a fantastic card. It's a very powerful, wonderful card. And it was me, Kith, all along. But that was that makes things a lot trickier. Suddenly I'm a bit more concerned. Doesn't mean I'm out. You know, I'm still going to be swinging for 4 with the assault squad and things like that. But it just there are 2 for the Dire Avengers. It's not great. So I'll take those 2. And I might as well push things a bit. Yes. I think I'm waiting for Gaspard Stick to say that they're done. Oh. Stupid windows. Talyesin gives +1 attack for the warrior and psyker. So now I need to think about actually, do I want to shield? And if I do, what do I want to shield with? I could Glorious Intervention the command squad, getting a token in. I would then ignore all the damage. Looks like I'm going to do it. Yep. So I get no damage on the assault squad, but I do. Oh, he nullifies it. I was going to say the printed attack of the command squad would go on the attacker, then the token would come in, the damage would be cancelled. That's good. Yeah, I'm confused about nullify and when it actually kicks in to cancel the effects. Because it was a cost but not an effect, I still have to sacrifice the unit. It takes me a moment to work this all out. I think I try looking it up in a second. It's an odd little one. Okay, so gas powered stick explains how that should work to me, and I have to sacrifice anyway. But he does leave play, so I should still get a token. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's good. I do get my guardsman. It's not great, but woo! At least it's something. Okay. I have to target warriors, which... oh, yes, so the damage went through as well because I didn't block it with Glorious Intervention. So, yeah, that's not looking great. I think I kind of need to cut my losses. Okay. I'm going to hit the guardsman with the Catachan, which gives the Catachan outpost gives a target unit +2 attack for its next attack. So I've pumped up the guardsman a bit, and I swing at the Dire Avenger, which is 4. Now it has +1 HP while the Warlord is at the planet. And it's Iridial that we're at. I'm not sure if he can heal before he runs or not. Oh, I forgot that the spiders were going to come. I completely forgot that. So I use Preemptive Barrage as a shield and take only 2 damage instead of the 4 because the Warlord was pumping it up. So I do have the ability to bring in 2 more Guardsman tokens, but I completely forgot that the warrior was going to be there at all, which is a bit of a worry. I could pop the troop transport and get my guardsmen in, and one of them would be enough, hopefully, to kill the Exarch, and then I would be free to start wounding other things. But I'm likely to get killed. I don't know if it's all worth it. I decide not to pop it yet. So it's currently a 3-4 for spiders at this planet. I decide to retreat, and it may mean that the Exarch is going to survive if the timing, depending on how the timings work, which I'm not 100% sure of. Kills the ratlings. I retreat the guardsman. I was going to destroy it, but no point to destroy it, just retreat it. Yeah. He wins the battle, triggers the ability, heals the Exarchs, and then they move off the planet. Oh, worst round in a long time. That just, yeah, everything fell apart there. Alright, well, at least I can be fairly sure that it's not likely to be a doom situation beginning of next round. So nothing else, we hit the Wisdom of the Serpent again. He forgot to say what he was looking for. Oops. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, Window's getting in the way. Another exarch. Stupid exarchs. Alright, so that's the end of round 2, and we've got equal, what's the word, icons. Yeah, okay. But it does mean I can put in another troop transport, which is potentially very useful. I've got, what, almost all the planets are green now, so I can potentially put 4 guardsmen down at any planet at any point that I like. So that's really, really good. Really handy. Really like that. The Honorifica Imperialis. I've included this basically because Preemptive Barrage only actually affects Astra Militarum, and I wanted to get ranged on some of these Space Marines that I've got. It also gains Armor Bane, which is very nice. It's not vital or anything. It is 2 cost, but it does mean I have 2 shields. It's an interesting choice to have to make there. I feel like I need some more, something to help smooth the cost curve. I need something to reduce the cost of the Space Marines, or some more cheaper Astra Militarum units rather than mid-rangey sort of things, or yeah. Basically this deck needs a bit of tinkering. It doesn't quite do the things I was hoping to do with it, and I don't have any way to sort of protect most of my things against stuff like Archon's Terror. Alright, so Flamer Squad on to Planet 1. Let's get busy with it. Let's get into it. He's already said that he's done. So I put the Honorifica Imperialis onto the Flamer Squad. If he turns up there, they get Armor Bane and ranged with his Warlord, with the Warlords there. Alright, and let's see. Alright, so we've chosen our destinations. He's saving an awful lot of money, which is scaring me. I'm off to Planet 2, to see what I can do on that planet, and he does go to Planet 1. I think if I went to Planet 1, that could have been quite useful, but no, I'm off to Planet 2 this time. Alright. I do get some command out of that, but not much. And he gets some as well. So it evens out a bit. So that last turn was really hard on me, but at least I get something. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do on Planum. Not a lot. I get ranged. If I put a guardsman there and he kills a guardsman, I could play Vengeance, possibly. Ready them, which would be really good. Okay. It's actually him first. I'm jumping the gun on the ability here, which is a bit silly. Oh, he says, "Well, am I going to notice? Am I going to notice? I don't know that I'm going to notice." Look at me go, just completely wandering along without paying any attention to the chat box. Quite important. He says done. I really should have let him go first, because he should be going first. But oh well. Let's see what we can do with all this, with this madness. There we go. Archon's Terror. Cruelty, thy name is Eldar. I really should have waited and seen if he was going to do that. and then I should have only popped exactly as many transports as I needed as I went, you know, so it's a bit of a learning curve, a little bit of a learning curve. But yeah, that's that sucks. All of this damage has to go to the Dire Avenger Exarch. No, I could go against the spiders, so that's possible as well. Let's see here. He gas-powered stick swings first, I believe. Yeah. For all my guardsmen on one planet. All my guardsmen in one foxhole. Don't count your guardsmen until they're killed. So the Swordwind Farseer kills off one of them. I should... yeah. Just go for the Exarch. He's got lots of resources available now. It's not good. It's really rough. There we go. And it's probably just worth just retreating those guardsmen. I'm assuming I'm just going to retreat. Yeah, he's got no action. Yeah. Alright, so he can have that planet. Gas-powered stick, they can just have that. It's beginning to look quite overwhelming. There's quite a solid wall of Eldar building up at the moment. Moves the Warlock Destructor over to join me. Now, I'm feeling very worried again. But I do have that Vengeance, so I might be able to ready the Salamanders here, which could be helpful. Alright, so gas-powered stick now has 2 green and 2 blue, and that means they win on the next planet or the planet after that by itself, by those planets by themselves. So that's going to be tricky as well. Right, so I'm trying to think through what can I do on Taurus here. I have no action. And thankfully, gas-powered stick doesn't buy my Slith, which means I'm going to use it straight away. And it's a warrior, so all warriors at the same planet as Straken get +1 attack. So yeah, he gets those snake people fighting hard. I was so glad that gas-powered stick didn't buy that. That gives me just enough of an edge here that I might be okay. Alright, so that's the Snake Man. Now it's actions. I've got very few actions. All brought over the spiders, brought the spiders back into it. The spiders just keep turning up. Alright, I'm gonna have to shield that. I need Straken to stay as live as possible, so that's 2 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage onto Straken. Okay, still no actions, but it's me swinging back. I could put on the Catachan Outpost. Oh, I probably should have. I probably should have gone Catachan Outpost onto. Oh no, I wanna. Because then I was going to say I could kill the spiders in one swing with a hit of 4, hopefully. That may have been a better move. Get rid of the threat. But that's good. I managed to take out the Baltan Guardians. But I'm a bit of a sitting duck here. I think Catachan and hitting the spiders would have been a better idea because they've got bigger attack value coming in at me. Whereas the Baltan were only 1. Heading for 2. That's enough to bloody. I should be bloodied. I'm pretty sure I should be bloodied. Oh, did I have less damage than I thought? I'm on 5 now. That's strange. Alright, take the Slith off the planet so they can't be bought. And take Straken because he's so close to being bloodied. So close. Alright. This is actually closer than I thought it would be with the spiders and the warlock on this planet. But I'm trimming down that overwhelming wall of Eldar that there were not that long ago. So fingers crossed it's enough. Okay. Does he have an action? Does he have something to do? Does he have his 3rd Archon's Terror ready to send those salamanders away? Gosh, I hope not. Yeah, it's tough decisions. And he decides to stay. Okay. So I've got no action. He's got no action. Guess what's his action? So area effect 1. So 1 damage to both of these units. Good, they take it. I'm hoping he hits the guardsman. Oh, it removes the damage from the... He decides to shield. He'd already used that shield before. I knew he had the card, so it's probably a good idea. Okay. That 1 shield could be the difference, you know. That's important stuff. Okay. No action. Swings for 2 against the Flamer squad. Not happy with that. I want him to take out the guardsman. But I should use the Catachan outpost. I should use the Catachan outpost. It's sitting right there, available to me. I'm not using it. Oh, I do. I use it. He's okay with that? He seems to be okay with that. I think try and kill the spiders if I can, because when I ready, the warlock's going to take an extra point of damage from the flamer's ability. Oh, lucky for the doom to go away now instead of being used against me. Alright, but got 2 damage through. Warlock will kill the flamers if he hits them. I'm going to have to use it as a shield instead of for its effect, which is a shame. But it does mean that we get to ready. Hit the token, you meanie. I wanted him to hit the token. Get an extra round of area effect. Okay, so that 1 shield is good. So we ready. And that means 1 extra point of damage on the Destructor, which I think means it dies now. If I got my maths right, I can't quite see the numbers. He did. He added the damage, but it's not quite. It's not dead yet. Okay. Sweet ass. Okay. So I'm staying. And if he stays, I hit him for area effect 1 straight away, because I have initiative. He seems to be staying. Is there a reason he's not running away? Has he got shields for them both? Is he not? Yep, there you go. Huh. I can't read it at all. I must be completely wrong with how much damage there is on the destructors. I wonder why he let the spiders die. Flamer goes away. Guardsman manages to kill the destructor. Oh, he was probably doing it to keep the numbers low because it's Taurus. Oh, Gift of Isha puts the Warlock back into play. Son of a... Solid stuff there. Can't really argue that, can you? Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 4. Yep, so letting the spider die means he's able to trigger it, and he gets resources. Yeah, Talyesin has like the best of all possible worlds between Gift of Isha, Shrieking Exarch, Archon's Terror, you know, all those sorts of things. Talyesin has access to some of the most annoying, the Baeltan Guardians, the Slith Mercenaries, both of whom are warriors. You could put in Shuriken Catapults because they appear on warriors and hit harder all of a sudden. Like, you can do some really intense things with Talyesin, I feel. Alright, looking for a warrior this time. And gas-powered stick gets... Dun 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 dun. Here we go. It is a silvered Blade Avenger. I really like those. They're a 1/5 for 4, I think. But if they attack a unit after they clear it a defender, it's exhausted. So they are really good at knocking down elites. And I don't think they target either, but I might be wrong about that. They might be able to be backlashed. But they're just a really... in Talyesin, where you get some warriors and want some control like that, they can be really good, I feel. Okay. 9 resources and 9 cards for gas-powered stick. This is my 5 resources and 4 cards. I'm really struggling to think what I'm going to need to do. I have to go to Planet 1. I have to stop him on Planet 1. They put a Dire of Exarch there. I throw in a Blood Angels Veteran. Captain Marcus might not have been a bad call because I could exhaust stuff by sacrificing those tokens that I'm going to be bringing in. But it just... Talyesin's Warlocks, 3 attack, 2 hit points, ready by discarding a warrior. Deathcore Engineer. They're a 2/3 with no command, and they can exhaust to destroy a support. And, well, they have to be sacrificed and exhausted, I think it is. I put them in there because I like destroying supports. I feel like that's a really good thing to be able to do. I think the supports are really, really strong a lot of the time. But I think the Deathcore Engineers, they're one of the things that I'm just not going to keep. They're not strong enough. Flayed Skull Slaver, 3 cost, 2/3, 1 command, but gives +2 resources on a red planet, which that is. So that's really good. It's a decent, solid fighter, and on that planet it's going to get the return. He knows he's got the command, so that was a good move. Good move there. And of course we both go to Planet 1, because I need to try and stop him. I'll stop them. Just trying to exhaust everything. There we go. Chuck them up. Alright. 0 resources. They might get enough to buy my Slith off me, which would be a pain. That would be frustrating. Okay. Oof. This is going to go quite quickly, I think, actually. Right. I have got a glorious intervention, but I can't afford to use it, so it's just a shield this time. Oh, that's a shame. That hurts. That's a shame. Right, here we go. The Warlocks hit my Blind Angel Veterans, 3/3 for 3 with 1 command. While ready, they prevent 1 damage that they take. Yep, Talyesin bumps up the attack value, so that's 4 attack, prevent 1 is 3, and that kills the Space Marines. So, I went to play my Glorious Intervention and realised I didn't have the money. Oh, I need to keep better track of my game. So I do shield that one. But that's it, that's all my shields. I'm done. Just having a conversation about marking out Talyesin's bonus. Not long now. Haha, cheeky. Yeah, it's not long now. Okay, I've got to hit the Exarch, so I might as well hit that one and hopefully kill it. I've got to hit a warrior, I mean. Can I finish him off? Can I finish the Exarch off? 7 cards, gonna have some decent shields in there, I would assume. No, I killed off that Exarch. Hurrah! Oh, I was just experimenting here to see about adding markers. Even though they're all selected, it doesn't add them all at once. It still does 1 at a time. Yeah. Yeah. So that makes it a nuisance. So just for future reference, don't bother doing this yourself. It's just a waste of time. Unless you've only got a couple of units or you've already put everything on. Can't do it all at once, so that's a nuisance, don't bother. Okay, so let's wrap this up real quick, get the last few bits and pieces through. So, the Diary Avenger Exarch. Nope, the Flayed Skull Slaver, hitting for 3 because it's warrior with Talyesin. Knocks out the Deathcore Engineer. I may as well let myself get bloodied because, you know, may as well. Got to hit the Exarch. Well, I could have hit one of the other warriors, but might as well hit the Exarch. Okay. Exarch starts trying to ping away at that Salamander Flamer squad. It does have Armor Bane because the Warlord is here. The enemy Warlord is here, so that's nice, that's good. Talyesin also picking at that Flamer. Oh, and with the extra damage, of course, that's done, it's dead. Oh, rough. Oh, discards a warrior to ready the Warlocks, and they swing and hit for 4. They take out the veterans, Blood Angel veterans. Alright, and does he do it again? He's got 6 cards. He can probably throw a couple more warriors. No, not right now. Now, that would have been the time to use them, though. I mean, no reason not to. Okay. I'm staying, because if I don't, I die. Over here. If I don't stay, he wins, you know. So, done. Bloody's the Warlord with the slavers. There we go. Pull them aside. May as well. Oh! While I'm doing that, yeah, there we go. You get the Slith. I'm still going to do my Guardsman. See if I can hit for 3. Oh, hit for 2. Drop down, so it's going to survive, isn't it? Use Gut and Pillage's shield. What's it going to do? Pick me off. The Psyker knocks out a token, and then the Exact takes out the other one. So there you go. I think I've got some interesting things to do with this this Straken deck. I think it's got some potential. It's got some fun. I'm going to keep tinkering with it and see what else I can do with it. But I hope that you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon. Catch you later.